Welcome back to Mima's house. Today I am in my kitchen and I am going to do a little bit of a story time for you. I'm cooking what is called Country Captain. And the story behind Country Captain is that when we were stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia, back in the 80s, I think it was the 80s, because my daughter was born there. We had a neighbor whose husband had retired from the Army the year I was born. So he was a cook in the Army. She was a great cook. She wasn't in the Army, but she actually taught me how to make Country Captain. Now, back in those days, people would actually give you the dish and then tell you how they made it. So she made me some. Oh, I'm sorry, my voice cracked. She made me some for me and my family, and then she taught me how to make it. So today, I'm going to teach you how to make it. Now, Country Captain is a dish that was developed by the cook who was the head chef for President Roosevelt. Had to come up with another way to fix chicken. President Roosevelt, as many of you may know, had polio. I think it was polio, which confined him to a wheelchair. And he was going back and forth from Washington, D.C. to Warm Springs, Georgia, because Warm Springs, Georgia had warm springs, and they thought that that would help him with his polio. So they also thought that maybe he needed to not eat red meat, but to eat chicken. So he ate a lot of chicken, and he got tired of just fried chicken. So his chef came up with Country Captain. Country Captain is a tomato-based braised chicken. It is delicious. It has raisins in it. I will show you all of the ingredients. Let me go put my apron on and we'll get to cooking. Country Captain. Okay, so here are my ingredients. We have chicken, about 2 pounds. I'm using drumsticks. Flour, salt, pepper, tomato paste, diced tomatoes, onion, garlic, green, red, or yellow peppers. I have yellow and red peppers. Curry powder, chicken broth, raisins, and a cup of water. Here I'm cutting my garlic. I'm just chopping my garlic up real fine. And I'll cut up my onions and my peppers just to prepare all the vegetables. The original recipe that my neighbor gave me actually called for green pepper, and I didn't have any green pepper, so I cut up the yellow and the red pepper. The taste is very similar to each other, so I think that it will do just fine here. So this is my new school twist on this old school recipe. Now we know that red, yellow, green peppers, orange peppers are all the same peppers. They're all bell peppers. It just depends upon how long they stayed on the vine. They all are very high in antioxidants and vitamin C. So, as a nutritional tidbit of information, know that bell peppers are good and have an essential role in vision, immune function, and just the normal production against cancer cells. Other vitamins and minerals in peppers are B6, folate, vitamin E, and of course fiber, which helps with your gut health. I think this pepper was fighting me. on the down low. He did not want to be cut, I don't believe. Okay, so it's the onion's turn. And of course, the onion is high in vitamin C and high in antioxidants. Those antioxidants help our bodies fight against cancer. And for the onion, it helps fight especially against stomach and colorectal cancers. So, eat your onions, eat your peppers. They are good for you. Oh, and of course, they are good and high in fiber, which will help your gut health. And it may also make you a little gassy. So watch out for that part too. Okay, so our veggies are all chopped up. And now it's time to move to the next phase. Let's clean up a little bit and get ready to get our chicken out here. So I have let this chicken sit out to room temperature. I had already previously cleaned it and got it prepared for cooking. So now it's time to season it. I'll season it with salt and pepper, garlic salt, paprika, and onion powder. Now I'm going to season my flour. I'm going to dredge the chicken in the flour. So I'm seasoning the flour, about a cup of flour, with the same seasonings that I seasoned the chicken with, so that there will be seasoning on every layer of the dish. Now I'm going to stir the flour mixture up so that the seasonings can be mixed all through. Now I'm going to put some oil in my heavy bottom skillet so that we can brown the chicken. We're only going to brown it. I do have some ghee in that pan as well, so that I can have a little bit more flavor in my oil. If you don't know what ghee is clarified butter. It is fabulous. So now I'm dredging the chicken, getting it ready to be browned. So my oil is heated, and before I brown my chicken, I want to season this oil with all this goodness from the peppers and the onions and the garlic. So I'll just sweat these down just a little bit. I don't want to cook them too much, but I want to cook them enough because they're going to braise with the chicken in the sauce. So we're going to get the taste of the onion and the garlic and the peppers throughout this oil. Then we'll fry the chicken. So I've moved my onion and garlic and bell peppers to the edge of the pan so that I could make room for my chicken. And now we'll place the chicken so that it can brown. The eye is on a medium-high heat just so the oil can stay warm enough to brown the chicken. Now it's time to add the other ingredients. I'll start with the can of diced tomatoes. You put the whole can in, don't drain it, just the whole can of diced tomatoes. I need to turn on my oven because once I get the other ingredients in, I'll put my whole pan into the oven at 350 degrees. So here I have my chicken broth that I'm going to put my tomato paste in to get the tomato paste nice and thin and get it mixed in well. And we'll pour that in as well. I'm whisking it because I don't want lumps of tomato paste in my sauce, which I did have some anyway because I was doing it with one hand. But nonetheless, it'll melt down and it'll get delicious. Now I'm adding the star of this dish for me, and that's 1/4 cup of curry powder. You can make this dish using any part of the chicken. I prefer using chicken thighs and chicken legs with the bone in. Now it's time to add the raisins. The raisins will add a little sweetness to the dish that will prevent those tomatoes, those canned tomatoes, from having such a bite. If you don't like raisins, don't put them in. Okay, y'all, so the first part of our cooking is done. We cook it on the stove top for about 10 or 15 minutes just to get it to braise, and then we'll go to the oven for the next 30 or 45 minutes until the chicken is falling off the bone. We served it on a bed of rice and with a side salad, and you got a complete meal. It is delicious. I'm gonna come back once I get it ready to serve up, but you'll see me put it in the oven and pull it out of the oven, and we'll be ready to eat. Hold on, give me an hour or so and I'll be back. It'll be shorter for y'all though. y'all. So my country captain is ready. I didn't put my side salad on the plate. I just showed it to you, but I'm going to just taste a little bit of the rice and you see I got my fork ready, and the sauce and a little piece of the chicken. Okay, hold on. Okay, here's my bite. It's hot. It's still hot. Yep. The raisin gives the sauce just a little bit of sweetness. Takes the bite off of that tomato a little bit better than just putting sugar in it. And it's just a different taste with the curry and all of that. It gives a little heat in the back of your throat. So it is actually a very good meal. Go try some Country Captain. It is delicious. It's different. It's delicious. Try it. Give your family something out of your kitchen to show you love them. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. I'd love to have you as part of Mimon's family over here at Mimon's house. And we'll see y'all later. Be blessed. Bye.